it's Betsy, and today we have a fun video. We're gonna be testing out the new Beauty Bay Book of Magic palette. Now, I ordered this from Beauty Bay, I think on release day. It retails for $15. This is what the inside looks like. Now, I don't remember, I think shipping was like $6, but I ordered the Carnival XL Pro by Be Perfect as well, so I don't remember exactly what I paid for shipping. I may have gotten shipping free. But the inside of the palette looks like this. There are 20 shades and it is gorgeous. So I cannot wait to play with this. So we're gonna start off by swatching. And what I love about this palette is you can do something that is very neutral or something that is definitely more colorful. So we swatch in the first 4 shadows. The first one is Vanish, Stardust, Amulet, and Alchemy. Very, very pretty. Hey, Cam, will you bring me a makeup wipe?
Yes.
Okay. Next up, we have Enchanted, Manifest, Wish, and Crystal. Thank you. So we have, Cameron had to say hi. Enchanted, Manifest. Now that Enchanted shade swatch kind of cruddly, but that doesn't mean anything. Wish, and pastels are always difficult for me. And Crystal. I love that crystal shade. These shimmers feel very nice and smooth and soft. So do the regular shadows though. Okay, then we've got Sorcery, Voodoo, I love that color. Bewitched, that is a beautiful color. And Spell, love Spell. So, we've got Sorcery and Voodoo, because I'm trying to keep 10 on one swatch. And then Bewitched, Spell, look at that color. Oh, that gets me. That is like a color that I'm like, just get all over my eyeballs now. Hex, that's a good black, or at least it feels good so far. Charmed, Elixir, and Moonlight. So we have Hex, Charmed, Elixir, Moonlight. I'm loving these shimmers in here. Those are what are like really making me happy. So then we have Cursed, Jinx, Trick, and Potion. So we have Cursed, Jinx, Trick, and Potion. So as you can see, this color palette is really, really gorgeous. So the color scheme, you could easily do an all neutral look, you could do an all blue look, an all purple look, or even an all teal look. So there's a lot of color variations and different ways you could easily play with this. That's what makes me excited. I think I'm going to kind of play today, something more than I normally do. So I'm grabbing, this is my IT Cosmetics, what is this? Effortless crease brush. This is what y'all know I use all the freaking time to set my, or not to set, to place my eyeshadow primer down. Let me move my mirror over where I can see what I'm doing. I need to go get my eyebrows done. They're looking kind of rough. That's a good term for it. There we go. And this is the Gerard Clean Canvas base. Looks like this. In the shade Fair. I mean, as you can tell, it is definitely light on my complexion, which again, especially when I'm using vibrant colors like this, I like it to be light because then the colors pop. My eyes are, I have hyperpigmentation on my eyelids, So they are quite a bit darker. And I saw several of my friends here over on YouTube, Heather Austin and Karen Harris, use this palette, so I was excited to play with it because they seem to have good luck with it. So Heather did a really cool look where she did one eye purple and one eye neutral. So I think I might do the same kind of thing, but I think I'm gonna swap it from purple to being like, or not purple, from doing one teal and one purple. Because I like blue. Blue does not always like me. It is not always the best color for my skin tone. Any shade of blue. So now I'm just taking the e.l.f. eye tapes. I use these pretty much every single time I do my makeup. Y'all know what the drill is. So I'm gonna grab, this is a BK Beauty, no, I'm gonna grab something different. This is a BK Beauty 203 brush. Did I leave some soap in it? I think so. I'm kinda rub it out. I washed brushes yesterday. So I like the shape of the 203 brushes. They're nice and dome shape. There we go. Sometimes you forget to clean them out real good. So, let me wipe you on my, there we go. I guess I don't know how I left so much soap in it. Do y'all ever do that? I do from time to time. Okay, so we're gonna do one eye teal and one eye purple because I think that there are parallel colors for each depth, which I think will make it good. So I'm gonna start off with the purple. I'm gonna start with Enchanted. So it picks up nice on the brush. And we're gonna start by placing that, actually, that brush is terrible right now. I need to wash the soap out of it. It's still got a lot of soap. So we're picking it up on a BK Beauty 201 brush, and we're gonna put this all over our crease and above our crease, because this is pretty much going to be kind of the transition-y shade. So as you can see, I want it pretty much from crease to brow bone almost. So I'm not bringing it all the way up, almost all the way up. Okay. That applied beautifully. So it looks like a good pastel purple. So now I'm just cleaning the same brush off on my Vera Mona color switch, and then we're gonna go into the shade. Now there is some kick up in the pan. We're gonna go with Wish, which is the light teal shade right here. And we're gonna apply that all over the other eyelid. Same thing. It's been a long time since I've done two different colors on different eyes. So I'm excited to do this. I don't think I've done it since like 4th of July of last year. I just never think about doing it. And to me, this is a great way to really play with an eyeshadow palette, is by doing different looks. Got to move all the Pat McGrath stuff out of the way. I've only got in all of the new Pat McGrath quads, so we'll probably have a video over that tomorrow. Okay. But you see what I'm saying about them being very close on the same depth of color, which to me, whenever you're doing a dual eye look like this, that is something very important to look at. So now I'm going to take a BK Beauty 205, and I'm going to go into the shade Sorcery, which is more of that pinky purple. And we're going to apply that all throughout the crease. See how that really brings some life into the eye look? That adds quite a bit. Okie dokie. So far they're blending well. Okay, I'm gonna grab a clean 201 and use that just over the edge. Make sure everything's nice and blended. Pick up a little bit of Enchanted. There we go. That looks pretty. Okay, let's see, do I have another 203 brush? 205, okay. So I have another 205 brush right here. And we're gonna go into the shade Bewitched, which is kind of along the same lines. This is a good deeper teal for the crease. That's a beautiful color. Beautiful, beautiful. Loving this. Look how easily that's blending together. I mean, that's really pretty. There we go. Gotta remember to talk though whenever I'm actually doing this part. That's where I run into issues, is remembering to talk, because I forget all of the time. So I'm grabbing that 201 that we used with Wish and really going over just the edges and making sure they're nice and blended. Perfect. Okie dokie. So now I need to apply on the edge. Okay. So first thing we're going to do is I'm going to use this BK Beauty 203 brush, and we're going to go into the shade Voodoo, which is the deepest purple, and really kind of stamp that on the outside. There we go. That's a beautiful color. And really concentrating it in the crease. Not going above too high or too low, but really keeping that in the crease. Now I'm going to take the 205 brush that I was using and that had the medium shade purple, the Sorcery color, and just really pulling that in to make sure that edge is blended. There we go. Now I'm gonna grab my other 203 brush and we're going to go into the shade Cursed, which is almost a blue, this shade right down here. But I think it gives the same depth of field, or not the depth of field, but the same depth. Oh yeah, see, whenever you have it with that, it's pulling it more to the teal colors and family. And just like I did on the other eye, pull it towards the center. Now I'm going to grab my 205 brush and just take and blend out the edge. Now I'm going to grab my 201, really going over the outside. There we go. That looks pretty. 201 on the other side. Really just kind of keeping it just lightly on the edge. Perfecto. Now, glitter glue, because we're going to apply the shimmer shade to the center of the lid. I'm really liking this palette though so far. Okie dokie. Now I'm grabbing my ColourPop E4 and just kind of slapping the color all over, or the glitter glue all over my lid. And that is the Too Faced glitter glue. I use it all the time. So now we're gonna pick up Spell, which is the teal shimmer, and just pat that. Oh, that's beautiful. There we go. And just pat that all over the front half of my lid. Kind of make sure I'm getting into the crease because, you know, my eyelids are not as smooth as they once were. Okay, now I'm just wiping that brush off on a makeup wipe. There we go. So that way I don't transfer any blue. Now I'm picking up the shade Charmed, which is the equivalent in the purple. See? And doing the same thing again. Patting it over where I put the glitter glue. There we go. Super cute. Super cute. Okay, now, gonna grab my deepest shade of my blue. There we go. And just kind of go back over. Perfect. Deepest shade of purple. Go back over. Now, 201 on the purple side. Make sure everything's blended. And 201 on the blue side. Making sure everything's blended. There we go. So I've used 8 shades out of the palette so far, and they have performed beautifully. Now give me a moment. I'm gonna go off camera, put the rest of my face on, and we'll come back and do our lower lash line. Back, and I have the rest of my face on. I used my Hourglass Ambient Setting Powder, this one, to set my face. And then I used my Hourglass, this is the Ambient Lighting Edit Mini. This is from Holiday 2020. Looks like this. I used the bronzer, the blush, and the highlight shade. So that's what's on my face. And then on my lips, I am using the Victress shade by Propa Beauty. I cannot get over these lipsticks. They're so good. And like, I bought all of them super cheap. Like, they had a special with Good Morning America, I think, where they were half off, even their kits. So I bought all 12 of them for like 50 bucks. It was so cheap. Or maybe even cheaper than that. So what I think we're gonna do now is not what I think we're gonna do. We're gonna go into the lower lash line. I did line my eyes with my Sigma Longwear eye pencil. This is a black eye pencil. This came with my order from Sigma, and I don't remember if I ordered it or not, honestly. So we're gonna take first on BK Beauty 204 the shade Hex, which is the black shade. And I'm just kind of stamping that right on the furthest outer corner. See what I'm doing? Because I want to try out more shades. So I figured the best way to try out more shades is by using more shades. So I'm cleaning that off. It really sticks in these brushes, which is a good thing. I mean, these are great brushes, just so you know. If you're looking for good brushes. And this is not sponsored, I paid for them myself. So now I'm gonna go into the shade Manifest, which is the brown. That deeper brown. And I'm bringing that the rest of the way in on my lower half of my lash line. Perfect. Okay. Now I'm gonna take, this is a ColourPop E17 little brush, and we're gonna go into Amulet right here. Sorry, not trying to blind y'all. I always forget that. Just dust it off and really just use that to buff those two shades in together. There we go. So we're keeping it more nude underneath, but I really wanting it to be very smoky. well, Smoky's like my middle name. I always do a smoky eye. So I'm gonna dust that off and I'm gonna grab the shade Vanish, which is that cream color, really to set it all in. There we go. Same brush. Okie dokie. That looks pretty. Looks really, really good. So now I'm gonna go ahead and apply a little bit of mascara to my lower lash line. There we go. Nothing too dramatic. And now I'm gonna go into the shade Moonlight. I want this on my eyeballs so bad. It's very soft too. We're gonna spray that. And this is a BK Beauty, what is this? 207. I like the shape of this pencil brush. And we're just going to take and really concentrate that Moonlight shade in our inner corner. And what I'm hoping this does is that it, yes. So see how it's still that white shade, but it kind of brings in, since it's semi-transparent, it still has like a purple look on the purple side and a teal look on the teal side. So that looks really, really good. I am very, very, very happy with this eye look. So let's talk about the Book of Magic palette. So out of the 20 shades, I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 shades out of the 20. And I think that they performed awesome. I mean, this eye look is blended smoothly. The colors are nice and vibrant. I honestly have nothing to complain about. And for the price of it, girl, this is $15. You know, you can't get anything better than $15 for this. And it's a fun palette. Like, this is an enjoyable color story. So I would definitely recommend the Beauty Bay Book of Magic palette. So if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button right down below. And if you hit the notification bell icon next to it, that will notify you when I post new videos, which is typically every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but we've been inundated by new releases lately, so it has been a lot more. So I guess that's it. We'll see y'all later. Bye.